It's Friday the 18th of February, just coming up to 8:30. We had a debrief today for the first film that I've been part of, which is Valentine's Day. It was a disaster in the debrief, to be fair. Feedback wasn't really very good at all. Quite a few things said that were right, like they were true. Basically, the first thing I really realised when watching it on sort of like the big screen, and with loud volume, was the lack of sound and music that was in there. It was a really quiet film, and the way we decided to cut it up with the sort of fade to black and such just didn't help that at all. So definitely, for me, it would have definitely been helped by a bit of sound in there. We got told by our sort of tutors that there seemed to be a lot of influence from a film called Memento, which I have seen. It's a good film. I'm not overly fond of it myself. The idea originally came from me. We worked on it as a group in the week and such, and the script was produced by Joe. The original idea to have the whole sort of film in reverse actually came from a film that I'm really fond of, called Irreversible. I'm sure many of you have seen it. Brilliant film, which sort of shows the effect first, and sort of works its way in reverse to show the actual cause of the happenings of a particular night. We tried to do something similar with this film. Just didn't have half the same sort of impact or outcome. There was quite a few really sort of poor shots in there that really just have been sort of grudging me a little bit. There's a shot that got referred to as a Lord of the Rings shot, and I can see why. It's sort of the one where Belinda holds out the ring, but she holds it out to the camera, and we don't have sort of a shot of her sort of close up of her looking down at the ring first, and then cut into the shot of the ring. So it looks like she's sort of presenting it to the camera rather than a reverse shot with a point of view. We really just got that wrong, and we shouldn't have. It's it's an amateur mistake, really. But I think again we was doing the shots on the day without prior planning, and we're sort of rushing for time, and we just completely went over our heads. So to see that and to get picked up on that was, for me personally, I just felt like, oh, it's so amateur. But hey, there was one or two shots in there which is quite nice. One which we also got a little bit of praise for, and that was the opening shot where George comes out into the hallway with a suitcase, and he sort of stops, and we put down a marker. It really sort of hit the mark, and he sort of just said "I'm sorry" to Belinda, and we bring the titles up between them, which just really worked really well. The framing and everything for that shot was nice, and it is probably the one shot that I do really like about the film. But in all honesty, good things to take away from it, there's not a great deal, though it definitely highlights that we need to be planning a lot better for our future projects. We need to be meeting up earlier, and sort of really nailing down our ideas, and at least having a good sense of what kind of shots we want to be getting on the day, rather than just sort of turning up and hoping for the best. All in all, I'm pretty deflated about this week's project, especially being my first with this group, and knowing that I can certainly do it a lot better, and I've done a lot better in previous sort of films I've done myself, and I've seen the work of the rest of sort of my peers, and I know that they're capable of producing better. So we've really got to up it next week and get back on track, really. But for now, I'll leave it at that. Okay.